How's it going, everyone? I'll say I was playing this earlier, or late last night, and apparently, since then, the game is updated, and now we are without mods, and now we are also without our old save. Everything's been yeeted out, so basically, I know we've been doing Wildlands, but I wanted to do something different, something a little chill, something that doesn't give me a headache. Just due to the base engine and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna do some foundation tonight. Um, let's get right into it. Let's start ourselves a new game, and we'll. I was enjoying my coastal map. 2 big lakes. We have a lot of options that we can work with here. Change the size of the ocean. Basically, just changes how much livable terrain there is. Go about there. I think one good bay is one big bay. And cut down on the cliffs a little bit. Keep the hills up. I like the slider stuff. However, I do wish that we could choose where we wanted this. We might be able to, but I haven't seen that. Fluvial might be nice too. I didn't try that. Cut down on the cliffs a little bit. No islands. Can't get them. Wanted a mix of the two. River to coastal. We'll cut back a little bit. This gives us a lot of open land here, as well as this promontory. Promontory? Promontory? Promontory. Okay. I'm liking that. We'll settle down here if it allows us to and work our way that way. Before we start our rolls, oh my. No. Maximize. No. No. Oh. That would definitely speed things along. It's like it added a bunch of mods to the base game almost. We had effectively a bunch of mods that just boosted overall rates, I guess you could say. Like if you pulled up consumable or a resource patch, it would give us double. I really have to figure out how to. Never mind. I might have gotten it. dashboard. What is going on with the stream on Twitch? The stream on Twitch is good. It's good. What a crazy week. As far as my world's concerned, we just got a bunch of stuff happen at work. Sorry, I'm making sure everything's good. Change dashboard. There we go. There we go. Take that out. Good frame rate. We're doing a little bit of resize. I know the vertical stuff isn't going to be great. I highly recommend if you're checking us out on vertical, you move over to one of the horizontal streams on YouTube or Twitch. As far as that's concerned, where is my YouTube feed on StreamerBot? Maybe I'll just have to use refresh. Okay, that's connected. Nice. I'm gonna send out a little. Okay, StreamerBot wasn't connected to. It's down here. Apologies. For some reason, StreamerBot, the YouTube account center doesn't, even though auto connect's selected, it doesn't always auto connect. And then therefore, boom, nice. Just making sure I can see all the chat. All chat. Nice. Let's get back to the game. All right, so we're not doing ever happy population. We're not doing invulnerable army. We're going to leave those off. Optional events, yes. Non-depletable small mineral deposits. That was already in the base. The game I was playing. Prospect all minerals. Upgrade. No, we want to do that. Unlock. No, we want to do that. We're not going to do that. Environmental resource regrowth. That was balanced, I guess. I don't know. These are all new options for. We'll just resource reward quantity. I know that my mods were generous. The influence, just the minimum happiness level that causes your population to leave. I don't know, for a while there, one of the mods had broke the game and we were unable to get a trade route, and the villager happiness was in the toilet. So maybe it'd be better to give a little bit tolerant. That did not change. Okay, there we go. Territory upkeep cost. I don't know how much of a change it's going to make, but it was always pretty affordable. You buy a property for 125 gold, and upkeep cost was around 5. So I don't know what affordable will be, but you know, I'd say all that, but I'm thinking maybe we just run classic, everything balanced. I aspire to relax and play on my own. Who wish to set their own journeys. Build a prestigious burg. Stronghold. Let's play our own way. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is new. This is not fish. Those. Okay. This is new. I'm liking it. Build your own crest, basically. Flounder, phoenix, or eagle. Do one that changes the eagle color. These are emblem colors. Okay. Do that. Shield color is going to be gray on red. Change the primary color of this to green. I like it. It's kind of muted in there. Tor Bianca. No. Let's see what a few of the random options are. Magan. Cordeli. I don't know how to pronounce the combined OE. I hope I pronounced that right. Hallcaster. Rio de Flores. Bosco Verde. Montegudo. Porto Pace. Bergdorf. I think we kind of, whoa, I like that. Elden Gate. Robert. Hildegard's Sancho. Just go with the name. Pioneer Stew. We'll get going. How's everyone night going? I kind of wish I could hear myself better. I think maybe I need to do that. Do a little change in wavelength. Okay. We're here. This is it gives us a few selectable zones to start off with. This one we have fruit, stone, a little wood down here, but we also have fish. We're next, and we're near the end of the entire zone, so maybe a trade route would generate there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick this one. No, not really. I like having the water nearby. It really doesn't do anything at the beginning, but maybe right here. We're protected over here. I haven't gotten into the combat, if there is any in this game yet. I didn't get that far in my, I guess it was a beta build. Those trees could look better, okay? Don't need grass distance to populate super far. We don't need depth of field. Shadows. Not that big of a deal. Anti-aliasing. No environmental movement. Yeah, that should be fun. It's just right now, all those trees just look like big green blobs. Or if we can go up another on quality preset. Ultra. Okay. Far. Very far. I know that when I was running this on, it's a little not super greatly optimized. When I was running it the other day, it was actually causing YouTube to drop frames. So I don't know how this will look on the stream. We'll see, right? We'll see. Yeah, we'll go here. Build village center will be right in the middle of all the flowers over here. Housing insufficient. Well, thank you. I realize that. Logistics. We'll set up a builder's workshop over here. Okay, this is new. So previously, when you were placing buildings, you had to hold a hotkey in order to do this part, the rotate. This is nicer. I like that. Build that. Click that. The builder. This panel here, you can't see it on the vertical, sorry, is, maybe I can drag it over. This panel is different. Normally you didn't have the big pictures of each one. It just said builder 1 of 3 or 0 of 3, and then you just click the plus to add, or you could click the box itself and choose them by name. Looks like the book went up top. All these tabs are different. We have trade routes, which is nice. The game's not broken. The resources tab. So it looks like as we unlock different pieces, parts, inventory, that'll go here. Villagers. Start with a really good number of villagers to begin. And yeah, we'll keep moving. So we will paint this area over here. That's a weird cutout. So we will paint over here for wood removal. Residential. Oh. Residential will be up here to begin. Cool. There's now a resource removal paint option. We have 1 free territory to redeem, which get more forest. I think this should be fine. We'll get more forest. We'll have access to more stone. And yeah. Build oh, that's a lot more. That's different. This is all different. So normally, on the previous version that I played yesterday, last night even, the game updated at like freaking 1 p.m. today, my time, and then updated again. The food stalls, normally you would place a post down and then build around it. We do want to have food stalls near can we edit? Since we were already growing a path here, we'll put the market stalls right in the middle. Lumber camp. Lumber camp we'll put over here. You can just drop that down for now. And then a sawmill. Note the arrows. That'll kind of determine where pathing needs to be. And a stone cutter camp. We'll kind of make this like the de facto workshop area. Houses are going up. Right by here, we'll place a well. Those will get built eventually. Right now, we don't have any other options for logistics, but we do need to think about food. And since this is our resource gathering production zone to begin with, we'll make that there too. Right now, we'll give everyone 1 serf. All these buildings 1 serf to begin with. And make sure that we have enough people to go around. You can already build a church. That is different as well. Oh my, there's a lot more to it. Based on how this is laying out, build a church facing the water. And then we can also, those white dots there are attachment points. I want that rotated. There we go. We'll match height. Doesn't match perfectly. I don't like that. We want the bell tower at minimum. Can we remove that? Nice. Bell tower. Grand door entrance. Steeple. All this is just like purely cosmetic stuff. As long as it'll have to grow. The chapel has to grow with the amount of population you have. So like this building by itself has a capacity of 24. Can hold a capacity of 24 people. And as we go, Like this one that I have selected now is the minor version of the building we already placed. Don't really know the difference, but normally you could just tack on that. Click, click, click. You can shift click, hold it. But if I was to expand, I would really just plop more of these buildings down, sort of like that. It looks kind of tacky, but for now, we will build the chapel like that. All right, looks like our lumber camp was finished. We can have up to 3 assigned. Currently, we have 10 unemployed, so we will put 2 there. We are waiting for stone, which we're waiting for wood for the stonecutter camp. So once the lumber camp, those guys get to cutting the wood, we'll have raw logs, and then we'll work from there. What else do we have? Food production. We have the gathering hut. They'll pick up, which maybe once we get the gathering hut set up, it will give us the additional paint option for resource gathering. Wood cutting wasn't its own thing before. It was resource gathering, and you highlighted all the woods you wanted cut and all of the fruit nodes. There are a lot more fruit nodes now. I will say that for gathering. The beta that I was, oh my good night. Holy crap. The beta I was playing last night, there was like 1 in 1 node, and then or 1 in 1 zone, and then you could buy another one, and there'd be 1 in that zone. And in each zone there'd be 1 rock node to get stone from. And then there was one of these in the zone next to me, and those you can set quarries up on. Those rocks are different. It looks like there's a lot more flowering. The grass texturing and all that is different. Small quality of life, I guess, is when you were playing previously and you clicked on one of these and then you clicked on another one. I'll bring this to center so that the vertical guys can see this. But previously, if you clicked on one building and then you clicked on another building, it did this and brought up 2. Now, if you close them out and you just pick one, you can't really see it. I will drag it over for the vertical guys real quick. So now when you click one and then click on another building, it just replaces that window. And then you'd have to press backspace to close out all the windows. Cool. Getting some logs in. We can even add an extra surf here to up the production time a little bit. We won't. Marred question mark L. Best suited for commoner. We're now a village. Let's go. We don't have any edicts. We'll need plank to unlock the trade route. At least we will be able to sell planks to them. At the very least. Once we get the hunting camp unlocked, we can see if there's any meat around. Progression. Whoa. Okay. All right. This is different. Very different. We still pay coin to unlock it, which is okay. We will want the manor house because it gets us our tax office, but that really won't mean anything until we upgrade our serfs to commoners. We'll get the storage because that allows us to amass resources and also trade them. And then fishing because that'll give us food. Fence is a lot of fine tuning kind of thing. Bridge would be nice because then we can cross our river. But we'll wait on that. All of this is new. Wow. Okay, does that go away? Maybe? Yeah, I have to. Okay, yeah, it does. All right, warehouse. We will put a. All right, looks like we were already getting a track. You see this guy here, he's coming in because he wants to move here. So once you see where one comes from, that's where most trade routes will be built. And with that knowledge, we will put, you can kind of see his walking path. We'll put this here. Okay, put it right there. Build. Same for the granary. The granary, it looks different now. Put those there. Fishing. The fishing hut is different. Very different. It used to just be a just a pier. Trying to hunt for words today again. Put that there. Time to crack open the brain juice. Looks like our selling point, the trade markets are finished. We can sell berries there, and we'll sell fish here. We're not going to have any fish for a minute until some of these other things get built. The lumber camp guys are going well. Now, that being said, in the beta game that I was playing last night, looks like we might not have the planter anymore. Let's see if I can find it. Kingdom, castle. Improvement, tooling, butchering. Butchering will get the hunter's hut. We have to get 10 prosperity for that. The stonemason hut will get us polished stone. Goods market, that just allows more things to be sold at it. Clothing, it's when we can get a sheep farm. Farming will get us a wheat farm for bread. I don't see a reforester that would plant trees where we have cut them down. Wheat farm improvement, stonemason hut improvement, fence. Basically the upgrade to stone from wood. There's no scroll on here, so hospital, honey, beekeeping. That's cool. The monastery. The monastery can produce manuscript, herbs, berries, and vegetables if I build the right buildings on it. Castle will get us our military types. Oh, goodness. So there's no... Once trees are gone now. Unless it's here somewhere. Limbing posts, just a bunch of worker capacity, storage improvement, butchering. We will see. Cut all that. Go that way. Just giving them the option for all the trees that we have. We're already on week 3, day 4. And we still haven't gotten our church built. The house, like, this looks a lot better than the beta I was playing. It really does. The surf houses before were just a building with a thatch roof. It didn't mold into the landscape like this. It didn't add all this extra. It kind of did, but it was like really close to the building. Now, like, there's a bunch of options. Housing quality stuff here. Before, it was residential era, desirable neighborhood, beautification, and common resident. nothing else below here. It looks like if you want to get to medium housing, you need to upgrade at least one of the serfs to a commoner and have some flowers nearby. It's housing quality, and then density is just you got to add some fortification and some patrols. Oh, we got someone here selling their berries. Got a well that hasn't been built, waiting on stone. We will have 4 wood. The stone cutter, we'll prioritize that. Pause that. Gotta pull this in out. Throw a little increase on. Unless it's just not necessary anymore and they regrow automatically. That could be a thing. Let's look at the help. Consumption. No. Environmental resources such as stone, fish, and berries. Other resources such as wood and boar require you to build a workplace nearby and paint the area. Most altering the environment will affect their numbers. Make sure the resources you want to collect are located within your territories. So I'm assuming that means that they regrow. Oh. We'll pause all construction on everything. And we'll speed up time again. No, this isn't the first game with the auto pathing. Like as they walk, it creates a footpath. I know it's not, but it's still a cool feature. I don't remember the game. Maybe it was called. Was it Banished? That had the same sort of feature. Y'all tell me. Maybe. We'll add 3 workers to the stone cutter because we desperately need the stone to start flowing. And we'll prioritize the gathering hut because we are out of berries. We've got houses waiting to be built with occupants that are homeless. The church is going to be sitting for a while. We can at least unpause those 2, and unpause that. Happiness is a staggeringly low 27%. Because we don't have refined food. We barely have water because it looks like the well isn't finished yet. We will also prioritize that. Looks like the gathering hut was finished. We'll assign on that. A full stack of peeps, leaving us no villagers unemployed. However, we will change all that once we get more workplaces built. We'll go down to 2 and these 3. Wait, no, we got more. So we got 2 and then 1 from each of these. Dismiss you. We'll dismiss you and dismiss you. So that should give us 5. Oh, they're finishing up still, so it will give us 5. Which means that 2 will go into the sawmill. And it'll start getting us planks. Once we get enough planks, we can open the trade route and start making some gold coins. We could even throw another lumber camp down. Okay. Put 2 there. I think we might throw another lumber camp down. But we'll also try to mesh it in a bit. What's nice is the hit boxes for these buildings aren't like hard set, so you can actually kind of mesh them together a little bit. Got 2 more villagers, so we can actually put an extra back on wood cutting. These stone picking. There is some places waiting on stone around, but stone will eventually build up to ungodly amount. We got a lot of houses waiting to be built. Happiness is going up. We're up to 46% now. Did we get that well built? We did. Nice. Unlimited water. This icon's it's missing wood. We've got that built, and we'll get another 3 there because mainly everywhere is waiting for rough log. The church is waiting for log and plank. Hut is waiting for log, and most of these houses will be waiting for log. So we will go down to 1 here. We don't want production to be too fast. We don't want production to be faster than our lumber camps here. I feel like I'm constantly leaning backwards. Need to pop this chair up to scene vertical. Sorry, this headset's losing some of its clamp pressure and it's falling and then pulling my ears, or it's just a heavy headset because it's the wireless one and it falls, but the band up here isn't as good as I would hoped it to be. It's like one of the few headsets that has actually started to hurt the top of my head here. Well, before I got online and I started streaming this, I spent most of my evening attempting to get into my little brother's computer. He had an issue. His entire C drive was corrupted, so I went over there. Churches of the Faith, words of your church, Village's First Church have reached the clergy. They appreciate your dedication and thus hold you in a high regard. That'll just give us some influence. Anyways, his entire C drive got corrupted. For some reason, he was living out in Colorado, and I basically build the computer over the phone, told him everything to do. He had a computer basically already, but it was a bunch of old parts. Gave him some new parts from my old build, basically, before I upgraded to what I have now. And so he had a 250 gig SATA SSD, one of the 2.5-inch drives. And that had his C drive, or it was his C drive, had his operating system on it. But then he got a 2 terabyte M.2 with his new gear. Got my old 3090, or not 3090, 3080, water cooled with the built-in AIO and all that. And he got that. He got all my RAM, got my motherboard, got my old he had to buy his own processor. That was the one thing he had to do. And a new case. So he did that. Anyway, we did the clone to move or clone OS to move the entire boot record from the 250 over to the 2 terabyte. Well, apparently that didn't take the way we thought it did. I've done it before and it's worked perfectly fine, especially on this computer that I'm using right now. I did that when I moved from a SATA to an M.2. Works perfectly fine. Apparently 90% of the time. Anyway, did that. Everything's working. We moved him back home from Colorado, and I was working on his computer via TeamViewer, and I removed some things from his the D drive. The 250 gig turned into his D drive, his data drive. Even though it wasn't very large, it could still be used. Well, turns out that during the cloning, the boot record didn't transfer over correctly or change the file, or we made a mistake in that he still had the drive plugged in, or something happened, and Windows still looked at the D drive as having all the primary Windows files on it. Even though the C drive had everything, it still looked at the D drive. And we did a format of his D drive, getting ready to possibly replace it, or it was just full of Windows operating system. We wanted some space. Maybe he could use it for just something else. Removed some of the Windows files, and it bricked the entire computer. The C drive went corrupted. You couldn't access it via command prompt. You couldn't run SFC. You couldn't run scan now. You couldn't run startup repair. Every time it would get boot into Windows, but you would not get a desktop. You couldn't get Task Manager. You couldn't run regedit to check registry. You didn't see anything in desktop. It was just a black screen. And I worked on that for like 2 hours, 3 hours yesterday. Went over to my parents and worked on his computer and found out that I pulled his M.2 out to make sure it wasn't burnt, broken, or otherwise damaged. We have an M.2 USB reader. Basically, it's just something you throw an M.2 right on to pull files off of in a GIF, and it wouldn't even read it. It popped up as it gave it a drive letter, but her Windows on her computer couldn't access it at all. Didn't give us a size, nothing. Well, sucks to suck. Full reformat on that drive made it work. And then we installed Windows, and now his computer works. However, I don't know if it's something going on with their internet. They should have 1 gig internet, but it's Mediacom. And I'm trying to connect to his computer through TeamViewer, and it's literally giving me only kilobits per second, which is making it very, very time consuming remoting in to work on his computer. I don't understand it. I did today, but by itself, I'm going to turn this fan on real quick. Today by itself, I did 3 hours of my life waiting for spinning wheels and a TeamViewer screen to refresh to show me the slightest updated picture. It was like dial-up. And I was alive for that. I didn't think I was going back to that. But it was like dial-up. You could see the line go across of the image refreshing. And then it would hang. And you wouldn't get any information. And then you would get a little bit more. And then you would get a packet burst, which meant you got like maybe 200-300 kilobits of information. And so the screen would refresh. I don't know how TeamViewer managed to stay connected. It would take at least 5-10 minutes to connect if for some reason it disconnected. It was a pain in the rear end. And it's still not working. I don't know. It was working before. Now I can't connect to. I have my parents, or at least my family's computers set up in a group on TeamViewer so that I can automatically connect whenever they need help. So I don't have to sit there and, hey, what's your ID? What's your password? Oh, you don't have TeamViewer installed. Let's install that. That kind of stuff. However, I do want to see about getting AnyDesk to work, but AnyDesk wouldn't work at all. Looks like we're clearing this, so maybe the regrowth wasn't working or wasn't true, because now we've cut this away and we're cutting that away. That, or maybe just building buildings, putting buildings nearby is what's causing them to go away. At least we're finally amassing some wood. Does this make you? Yes, it does. You have to pick your resources you want in here. Berries and fish. Here, we've got one person. We want wood, plank, stone, and tool, because we don't have cloth yet. And these buildings will just amass this. Total capacity is 400. It was different in the beta. Ooh, that's a different route. Or maybe that's what has been the route and I just wasn't paying attention. Monthly report, we can turn that off for now. Well, we're just going to be broke for a little bit until, well, that being said, we can probably, we only have 4 planks. We can, as soon as they get here and we accept them, we can add one more person to the sawmill. That being said, we should start downgrading that lumber camp because we're running out of trees. They've managed to fully clear that out. We'll depaint that. Do we have a new territory that we can claim? So spend some gold, purchase this, and we'll have all that wood. Or we just keep rolling and we might get a free one. Maybe. It happens. Already on the 3rd month. That had that speed going. Accept all these. Add initial worker here. They've got 6 wood they're waiting on with 4 planks being made. We've got 18 wood there, 10 wood there. We can add a forager and a miner. And then we've got 4 still. We'll add 2 there. Okay. 3 builders. Do I have to paint? No, because no. Okay. On the vertical stream, should we just go with the small format, making it maybe a little harder to see all the details, or should I go all the way small? This isn't like a first-person shooter, it's a city builder, so it's kind of hard to see when things are that small. I'm thinking, well, I can blow it up a little bit. That way some of it's a little bigger. I know chat appears at the bottom for YouTube, if anyone was chatting. Just me on my. No, so he fishes automatically wherever. Okay. Just wanted to clarify that. And we can put requires cloth. We have no cloth. Housing insufficient. Are we full? Oh, we are. So we can actually all these predetermined paths that they've set up for themselves. I don't want to cut those off. We'll do that there because it doesn't look very realistic to try to put a bridge right there. We'll put a bridge down here. We'll have a wood cutting camp. It's the very edge of the map too, so we might be able to throw a bridge down over here. I don't know yet. We'll see. Just wanted no homelessness. Cut that there. Cut that here. And then give them plenty of place to live. We will have to put another market and well down. Actually, it would be beneficial to have one next to the church. Then market. This normally had I don't know how realistic that would be, but having food stalls right outside the church. But as long as it's nearby where their housing's going to be, we're up to 37 fish. What kind of progression can we unlock? Bridge. Manor house. Manor house would be like my house. Unlock that. I wish escape just took me out of that menu. Oh my, just Mm-hmm. Now you can. That's easy. Okay, before I do that, every villager will. Yes, every villager will contribute. This isn't tax free yet. Maybe later. Maybe I'm off in this corner. slightly idyllic, maybe? Huge chimney. On the side. Okay, we've got the tools for that. Attach a tiny room to the side. Kind of ties in. The large manor entrance at the front. I'm not a fan of a tower because I think it's kind of pointless. But sure. One look. Visitors will appear right at the front. We'll put a weather vane. I'm not all about the hyper. Like, I understand people like the customization. I'll put the chimney over here on its this vestibule side. The chimney area is like an extension of the great room. And then the tax office. Can add the boudoir. I wish that clipped. This is an amalgamation of pain, it looks like to me. I'll just do it like that, maybe. And we'll put a simple entrance for the tax office over there. And it'll be connected to my house. For some reason. Actually, I think maybe we'll go minor on that one. Minor tower with a simple entrance. We'll put the chimney. Will you attach to the back? Yes, you will. And then I don't have this as an area yet. It'd be nice if you could move the whole thing. The whole thing. Let me move the whole thing. Sir. Hold shift. And keep the selection. Yes, I know that. Because actually, get rid of that. Attach the boudoir. Another minor to tower. Dang it. Okay, everything's got to scoot over a hair. I will make this work. Oh, everything connected that works or moves. Match height. And another. Tax collector. Because these units do not produce any don't perform any tax collector duties. Maybe one on the back here. And then another turned. Can we just clipping? Okay, we want this. Maybe we just do it this way. Big manor. Or no, don't like that. We'll do that. Build all. It's going to take a lot of resources, but we'll make it work. A lot of houses going up slowly. We're out of wood. Still got a bunch of wood cutting area. We will purchase this area because now we need that additional wood. I would like to try to keep the woods. Forbidden land. Make these woods forbidden for now. Advice: improving lumber camps. Your woodcutters can't keep up with the demand. Exhausted, they plead for more villagers' help. We need more wood. Paint a reforestation zone. Optional. Yeah, that's right. Edit building. How can I edit building? Assign a new forester. Did we unlock a forester? Forest camp. I'm an idiot. It was there the whole time. The forest camp will go here with the rest of the production units, and we will reforest this area. Just want to see something. I'm gonna make sure that our do we only have one? Do we have a vertical stream going on? The stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. It's a normal latency stream. It's normal. That's okay. So where is it at? I was hunting. I am paying attention. I am just attempting to find. Okay, if I go here. Is it. What if I go to shorts and then go to live and then. No. Search. Ding. Ring, ding, ring, ding. On my homepage. Wait, there we go. All right. It is working. It's a blurry mess. I apologize to anyone that jumps in on the vertical stream. That is a mess. If I turn it, is there a way to go? Wonder why that is doing that. Go here. Output 8K. Parents. Sorry. Canvas settings. It is in NVENC, but you really can't, like, there's just a lot of NVENC.264 options, but there's no bitrate setting for that. I mean, I can change the bitrate right now, but there's just no bitrate for to change that vertical. It would be nice. Vertical streaming. Open widget. The stream's audio. Is there no audio going through? Is there no audio going through? And the stream's current bitrate 2617 is lower than the recommended. Well, tell me how. Tell me what to do. I don't get it. Vertical transitions, controls, settings. The activity feed is super small. That canvas settings. Use that. nvenc.264. I don't like. I'm using. Oh, where did everything go now? Great, I broke it. It's broken. Where did all of my scenes go? I know Stream Elements is working on this. Okay, well, that sucks. Let me do this real quick. Add scene. Live. Okay. No. Add source. Display. Add source. Get game back in here. Add source. A video capture. Add existing. Just like that. Make me smaller. There. At least we have something. We will put us underneath that. Center that. Weird. I apologize. Manor house is still being built. These guys are waiting for lumber. I'll prioritize that. This has lumber and plank. One berry. 100 fish though. We have fish. Market stall. This will sell fish. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know what the hell just happened there, and I feel bad. One then more ingest is using. And I'm not even getting any volume through it. Okay, so Stream Elements updated this today or yesterday or sometime this week, and it is now not functioning. So, whoa, okay, that's why. Um, connect. Oh, we're getting a rider. Let's take the stream down real quick.